gasolina habang nagsasaing. Yan po ang Ronda Provincia ni Salima Refran.
By so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
Isang taong gulang na batang ito sa Marcos, Ilocos Norte. Nasabugan kasi siya ng nakabotelang gasolina sa kusina sa kanilang bahay. Napasuri ng kamay ng kanyang ina na si Angie Lubo. Base sa investigasyon ng Bureau of Fire Protection, nagsasaing noon si Lubong gamit ang kanilang kalan nang bigla.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Healed against Wiggins. The TWolves working the ball around. And he's good on the three ball. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
Westbrook against Wiggins. Westbrook passes to Collins. He feeds it to Heel. Over McCollum. Heel can't hit.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Randall with the bucket.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Now here's Morant, defended by Paul. 32 seconds left in the third. For three, Westbrook nailed from three-point land. Westbrook's got 5 now.
I love how Westbrook rises and fires immediately. Ball touches his hands and it's gone before you can blink.
Wiggins with the bounce pass. Rebound the Lakers. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Morant. Launches a three. It's good from long range. He has 7.
And boy, when Morant stretches the floor, those driving lanes just get bigger.
And so it's Minnesota finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 with the TWolves to start the 4th. They've got McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Bamba. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Grant begins with the ball.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan. Wiggins airmailing it back.
Collins, Jokic with it.
Well, you have to like that Kanter gets active on the defensive end. This is the area of his game that he continues to work on.
Wiggins kicks the ball. Pass to Kanter. Back to McCollum. Ball outside. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. Paul's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Stolen by McCollum. In the corner, it's Wiggins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Lakers trail by 21. Outside Collins. The pass to Morant. Outside Westbrook. Dwyer, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid time with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts.
excited about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
No coverage that time.
Well, we see a de-emphasis of the mid-range shot opportunities in today's NBA, but Porzingis excels in that area.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
We'll go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Porzingis. Pascal Siakam comes in for Collins. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Irving subbed in for Morant. Timberwolves also changing it up. James checked in for Wiggins. Jason Tatum comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Oladipo in for Chris Paul.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
And stolen by Tatum. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Outside DeRozan. Count it, number 5 from the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
We've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
LeBron with it. Clock at 6. And finished off by LeBron.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
DeRozan passes to Irving. Irving double team. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. That's 10 points for Siakam.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
DeRozan against Oladipo. He dishes it to Bamba. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Minnesota leading by 21. Now Tatum passes to Whiteside. Oladipo with the ball. Oh, good with the triple. DeRozan against Tatum. And the dunk by DeRozan.
That's one way to do it. DeRozan shows off his aerial skills with the firm finish.
Floats it up for James. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Jokic on top. He's covered by Whiteside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live, because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Receives the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Siakam against LeBron. Over Siakam. That one wide left. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Lakers. DeRozan against Tatum. And it's DeRozan missing. Minnesota leading by 21. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Andre Drummond picks one up.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
And that one falls for Tatum. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made. And I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Outside DeRozan. Oh, the lob to Irving. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Now, here's DeRozan. In basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Clock is at 3. Here's Irving. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And again, the Lakers, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The three from Tatum. At the line, Minnesota. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Whiteside. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 15 rebounds. Irving passes to Jokic. To the paint. Shot to stop the run. And DeRozan throws it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Oladipo goes in, and the shot goes in.
Well, right now, Oladipo is just manipulating the defense in the pick and roll situation. The man is doing work.
Irving against Oladipo. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
First one falls for. And you know, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece still. 2 more to go in the season series.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for LeBron.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Griffin's shot is off. And it's Irving with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Gasol. Dishes to Heel. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence, regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
Oladipo taking his time here. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. And
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for Greg Anthony.
May green thumb ka ba? Madalas naririnig yan sa usapang gardening. Pero totoo nga ba ito o kasabihan lang? Ano nga ba ang best ways to keep your plants alive?
sinabi ni Paul sinusunod